I'm on my way to Melton, 40 kilometres north of Melbourne. It's where my story as the daughter of Turkish migrants begins. But this isn't just about me. This is about another migrant daughter, Rima Tawil, and how her happy family story came to a tragic end right here in Melton.
The judge called it a rejection of the most fundamental of human values. Syrian-born George Shukan had tried to hire someone to kill his own daughter.
He'd made it clear that was it. He was going to kill me. I was going to die.
I met Rima when she rented my home as I travelled to Turkey to see my father. When I returned, she wanted to meet me. I was intrigued. She was looking for a writer to tell her story in her own words. Rima and I developed an inexplicable bond. She told me about growing up here in Broadmeadows, and I told her of my family life in Melton. The trust we built in the relationship gave me the confidence and to speak about things that I'd preferred not to before. What happened to Rima back in the 1990s was frighteningly close to what could have happened to me 20 years later. My Australian-born mother married my father when the family returned to Turkey. Back in Australia, my father, who spoke very little English, befriended a group of Turkish men, devout Muslims. Suddenly, he wanted my mother to wear a hijab and refused to let her go to work. After my parents separated, my father became emotionally abusive, manipulative, and controlling. He was allowed access visits with me, but my mother always feared that he would keep me and take me back to Turkey. At 17, Rima's life had begun to unravel. She had fallen in love.
We just always had spent all our time together. It was just I was in love with him.
When Rima's parents found out about her boyfriend, they forced her to become engaged to a man of their choice. She obeyed them, while secretly making plans to run away. She was pregnant. Rima was kept prisoner in a garage at the family home in Broadmeadows, while her father organised for 2 hitmen to take her to Melton and kill her.
I don't want her.
You don't want her with the boyfriend anymore?
No, I want her to be in the cemetery.
Rima escaped. Her father was sentenced to 10 years jail. However, fearing he would seek revenge, even from prison, she begged to be put into witness protection.
Yeah, I was being on the run, still on the run today.
The next time I saw my father was a complete shock. We thought he'd gone back to Turkey. But there he was, crossing Sydney Road, moving towards us. We quickly ducked into a shop, where the shopkeeper, seeing my mother's distress, ushered us out the back door. When I returned from Turkey after seeing my father for the first time in 22 years, he began messaging me obsessively. He wrote, "I'm your father. You don't know what I'm capable of. I will come to Australia. I will find where you live, and I will break your bones." My father, like Rima's, excused his actions with the defence of tradition, culture, religion, and family honour. But our stories aren't unique. While women all around the world still fight for equality, some fight for their lives when they refuse to obey.